Peace, peace, peace. My mic is on. Is my microphone? Check, check, check. Okay. Welcome to the Tiny 23 Experience podcast. Tonight, again, we have, yes, our brother Rizzy has come through again tonight. That's the second night in a row. So we're definitely on to something. That's a special situation. That even that we both have time to run it back again tonight is great. But tonight, our topic is a little, well, it's a lot controversial. We are going to be talking about the opposition. Yes, if I had my sound effects together, there'd be a series of explosions going off right now. Yes, the opposition. Many of us may not know what to call it or who to call it, but we know it exists. And what we want to do is rid ourselves of the chaos. And so that is just one of my takes on it. But as we delve into the situation, we have our highly spiritual brother, Rizzy, who is going to give his take on it. And I'm actually going to let him set the path as far as the perspective that we're going to reason with tonight, because that is the skill that we need to sharpen. Still sharpen still. So we agree to disagree and we reason until we come to a solution.
Sister,
Which,
watch this.
yes,
Sister, watch
yeah.
this. Look at my camera. Can you see through my camera?
Yeah, a little bit.
Can you see?
I got this thing over
Hold
the.
on. Let me see
Hold
if I
on.
can pull my camera up.
Wait, I have the thing over it, the overlay. Hold on. How can I get this overlay? Okay. Now I can see your camera.
Can you see through that peak hole?
Yeah, it says alumni.
Nah, I'm looking at the police. They are directly out my outside of my door on the next side. They're not looking for me, but this is crazy.
Oh wow. They at your neighbors.
Yeah, there. I'm like, wow. But anyway, we continue our show.
It's not like it's imagine you was blowing trees mad loud.
In my head.
They just come to the door, smell it.
Nah,
It's
you
legal
can't
where
smell
you
it.
at, right? It should be legal everywhere by now.
Nah, right. I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, me
That's
neither.
not my worries. They look like they're looking for somebody to warn or something. I don't know. But yeah, back to the show. Yeah, opposition.
Yes, that was just a moment of intermission.
Opposition.
Everything is live out here, y'all. We 10 toes down, so
You hear the
you
word,
know it is what it is.
right? We hear the word
Yes, at least
opposition.
y'all can say we had some excitement on our podcast tonight. Because this topic we getting into, it's funny that that happened as we
Right.
talked
That's
about the
exactly why I said something
opposition.
about it.
Okay, so this is a very highly spiritual conversation, and it was already confirmed that they're lurking. Didn't I say that?
Yeah, and very close to home. Literally. So,
Which is why we can't play around, and we need to talk about that. Give our condolences and RIP to the sister Angie Stone, who died so tragically. Our great singer. She's all in my iPod. I really love her music, and I was deeply shaken for sure. So my condolences go out to her and her family, but a lot of things have conspired with that conversation since then. And yeah, what it all leads down to is putting our protection as more priority than we do our spiritual protection, our own spiritual practices that invoke our own protections. And, because we have adopted a God that was given to us by the ops. And every time I look around, he's kicking some ass. And the winning team is not us. And I just want to put that out there. And I'm going to leave that right there. But everyone needs to define who the ops is. And hopefully tonight we're going to sift through that. Go ahead, Brother Rizzy.
So, ops, honestly, let me break it down this way. Okay, the word ops, we all know what it means from the rap music, the trap music, but it's a deeper meaning than that. That's like the minor meaning that's getting people killed on a major scale or whatever, or people just killed. But the opposition word, it don't gotta be somebody of the same color as you. It don't gotta be somebody a different color as you. It's just somebody that's going against the spiritual agenda, the agenda of nature. If they don't follow that natural agenda, they will be considered opposite. So opposite meaning opposition. You're not in the same position, so you're in the opposite position. So you would be the opposition. So you don't, if people that don't want the same thing that you want and you're following nature for yourself, they would be considered your opposite.
Absolutely.
And in that being said, I ain't got to say the color of the people where it really kind of originated from. I ain't got to say, but they got the world fooled and they got other people of different colors following that same stereotype. So, in that being said, and that happening, look where we at today. But look where they're at too.
Yes,
they
sir.
got people within their bloodline that are higher up than them, and they've been there for generations and generations. So they've separated themselves over time, meaning that they feel that they're better than them. So if they feel they're better than them, they definitely feel they're better than us because they are related to them. So who are we to them? In saying that, I'm simply saying now all those people that were putting in for us to never get it, how we were supposed to get it, it's affecting them now because they're starting to step in that space. They're starting to fall in that space because that time's coming where that work got to be done and somebody got to be the guinea pig. All of them wasn't going to be able to go. They're going to leave some of their own behind. So now it's to the point where it's becoming destructive on their end. They're seeing what's been happening and they want us to reach out and help them. And we looking at them like, nah, because when we needed help and we needed help with things on a way bigger scale, y'all didn't want to help, but y'all want us to step aside and put what we're doing on the side to help you. You want us to sacrifice ourselves to help you. We've been sacrificing all our life. So it's not our fault that you haven't realized in that 400 years time what has happened, what has changed. No, you didn't realize it because you didn't want to. You didn't realize it because you didn't have to at the moment. But now you're in a position where you still don't want to, but you gotta look at it. You're forced to look at it because you don't look at it. You're just terrified as being whoever you are because you've never dealt with it on this level. We're already used to it. And it makes us stronger because we've been dealing with it for years. But them on the other hand, I don't know what to say, what they gonna do. I don't feel that we should help them. I don't feel it's our responsibility to help them. And anybody I see helping them, I'm gonna leave them where they're at as well because we've been weak long enough to the point that we're strong now and we're starting to find out that we're stronger in numbers. So if we're stronger in numbers, why go against that? Why go against that to help somebody that didn't want to help you when you needed the help? We need you over here now. We need you because you part of us and we stronger in numbers. But if you don't want to be part of us, we're not gonna force you. We don't want
Mm,
anybody. We don't want unhappy people to be part of us because
mm,
That's why we where we at now because we always had somebody that had some kind of turmoil or some kind of malicious intent, some kind of misery within malice.
mm,
They had some kind of malice in their heart. We don't want that. So opposition even comes from some of our family members because they got caught up in the way we've been living so long that they've been conditioned to it. So some of our family members will even fight us based on their conditions or based on
mm.
our conditions. When that be the first, when it come to money, this thing called money, we
Mm.
got a bunch of enemies. Enemies we don't even know that's in the family. Why? Because we may have more than them. Or they may have more than us and we just knew how to spend ours better than them. It's
Right.
always little things like that.
I was speaking about that with my daughter because she's very money conscious, and she talked about her rainy day fund and whatnot. And I said, I'm so glad that you have these boundaries that you set up and stick with them. You know, that's very important for a young person. So yeah.
Yeah, and
Some of
the
them are
society that
say
we
some of
live
them
in
are
today.
smarter than the elders because they depended on systems that they had set up.
You
Said
got
when
to.
they get old, they wouldn't have to worry about how they were gonna make it, you know?
If you don't know how to cook, you don't know how to like do some kind of music or some kind of content,
Mm,
you're gonna have to save every penny that you have. Like you don't know how to farm. You don't see. I come from a Caribbean background, so by me coming
mm-hmm,
from a Caribbean background, I've been through about 6 hurricanes. I know
mm,
what it is to not have for a moment of time.
mm.
So it not having, I know
That's
how to keep
deep.
dry goods
Mm-hmm.
and all that. So when these
How
moments
to
of time come,
rebuild.
I know how to rebuild and readjust myself to fit the situation.
Mm-hmm.
It,
It'd
it
be
and
something just
that's
to survive some of them hurricanes because the Caribbean is surrounded by water.
yeah. You see, and that's the thing. People don't, and that's why they tell a lot of people you gotta learn how to fast. The fast and diet is similar, but the diet is a fast over a long period of time, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
fast with certain components in place for you to be successful or whatever you're trying to be successful at. And then a fast is where you may take a moment of time away from certain things. So in I'm saying all this to say with all the things we go through, some days if we fast, what will happen if we fast within some days is that it'll prepare us and it'll make us stronger to deal with the enemy. Things that we couldn't see, now we can see because we not eating things of
Absolutely.
this reality. And we gave our
That
body a
is
break.
so true.
So you allow the
Mm-hmm.
spirit to come out more. And it may feel like you're getting weak that first day, but you're getting weak because you're separating self from the toxins that's within the body. So what's going to happen is you're going to be weak from the body releasing everything and going through that fight to make things better, make things right for you
Now
consciously.
this is the first what, 24, 48 hours?
Yeah.
And you're still drinking water though.
Yeah, because
I
the
don't
water
just go
help
cold
purify and
turkey.
it help. Nah, you gotta
Yeah,
drink water. That's all you drink in your fast. In your
you
fast,
gotta
you got
move it
water and
through.
maybe a fruit or two. That's it.
Yeah, I gotta do that myself. Yeah,
But that
but
that
it's still
fasting
good.
allows for the individual to
Hmm.
awaken on higher
Re
heights
and
and
reset. You know.
reevaluate self, reset. Yeah, it allows for
Mhm.
that to happen, but people
Yeah,
don't
you
do
can't
it.
be
So
doing all that. Keep gorging yourself with all that spaghetti, hamburgers, chicken, the macaroni and cheese, this, that. I mean, people be going in, yo. Ask them about fasting. They never heard of it.
no,
I mean,
they
I don't
don't
know.
because
I guess it's because I've been on my own since I was 16. So I've always been a researcher. I'll go to the library in a minute before we even had internet, all that stuff. I would just go in there and something to tell me, go this direction. I get the information that I need or whatever. I've always been like up on information, certain things, that I need. Nobody told me to become, a Muslim in Nation of Islam or whatever, but I was that for 15 years. And what attracted me to it was the discipline about the diets
that's
and
all I
everything
like about
else,
it. What I
you
like
know?
about them, I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep it real. I'm sound bad for this. Some of my brothers and sisters will get mad at me, but I'm going to keep it 100. The only reason I was ever going to join the Nation of Islam is because I like the order, how they have. I like the structure of things, that how they structure things. It is the
right.
most unified thing within the black community
That's
in our
still black,
society.
exactly.
It's the most
Exactly.
unified thing,
Hmm.
and I give them that because you see, we had that Million Man March. We ain't never been more united than that. We're
Right.
overdue. It's time to have a Million Man March again. We need another one.
Time to do something, yeah. I think we need women and men together this time because it's all about restoring the
Yeah,
family.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
know,
The
we need to
women,
come
the
out as
men, and then the
family,
women
girl.
right
That would be
behind the men.
so powerful. Oh my God.
The men, the women, and the children.
Hmm. Exactly. That's how things need to go. And also, did you hear about the riots and whatnot they're having in New York State prison systems because all of the correctional officers are on strike?
My mom's a
So,
correction officer, but she's not in that part of it where they're on strike. I
oh,
don't know what she's doing. She a
okay.
correction
So she
officer,
might
but
be for the city of
yeah,
New
I think
York
she might be
City.
more
This
for
is
the
this is
city.
upstate. This is like
Yeah,
the
she in the
state
city.
facilities. And yeah, so but it's been going on 3 weeks now. So uh, I feel bad for the prisoners because they are, you know, being overseen by the National Guard. Military officers is inside the prisons and whatnot. So
Yeah, they ain't gonna
hopefully,
get proper treatment. They're not gonna treat them properly.
I know. So it's a
Cause
scary
they
time for
not they
that.
not trained to deal with them. So they
Hmm.
don't know how
Right.
to
Nor do
uh,
they care. They're just there to restore
they
order.
probably pistol whipping and gun butting them damn people when they
That's
get
what I
on
was
duty.
saying. Yeah, I think so too.
And
So
can I keep it
that's
100?
that's the time.
I think that's a project. Can I keep it? Let me keep it 100 with you. You gotta pay a little more attention to this. Pay
Mm,
attention to what they're doing. It low
mm-hmm.
key is a project, a possible project. The reason I say that is because very rare do you see military against civilian.
Right.
What they doing with this, if they can tame this within the jail how they want to, and they get it work, what's gonna end up happening? They're gonna try to do that on the outside because they're gonna say worked in jail, it might be able to work outside. The people are
Mm,
less vicious outside.
mm,
That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna
mm,
try it. They're gonna try to bring them same military people to shut this thing down. Then they're trying it in jail. They're
mm.
telling you that the people I don't really think that they a lot of them is
That's a trial run, in other words.
I think it's a trial run, low key. It don't even make sense. The jail gets paid too much.
Mm, yeah. Well, years ago we had the quote unquote conspiracy that the Walmart stores were going to become mini camps to house the um, the rebels, so to speak. What you think about that? Because it seems like that they're gearing up in certain states. They have government contracts with Walmart in certain states for if anything were to happen on a civilian level, that they are being paid to turn their stores into makeshift prisons.
It is.
And I've heard it 2 to 3 times now. Some of us out here that have an active dream life, it's been done across the country of Black people are dreaming that they are plotting against us here in this country. Again, active infiltration is a big thing, but it's been popping up in various people's dreams that I've
Yes.
seen videos.
Because it's a thing, right? Where you gotta pay real close attention to these people because what they doing, right? Let me explain. This is a thing where they know who we are to some extent. So they know if they make one mistake and they slip and it's not enough of them, they go bye bye. So
Mm.
they're gonna do this in the most secured feeling way for us to get us where we gotta get without the less fight they can get from us and the easier it is for them to get us where they need to get us, the more they feel confident about just doing what they've been doing and doing it on a higher level.
Of
So
course, there's going to be a degree of that, but I would say the main percentage of this thing is mental and spiritual. Of course,
yeah,
it's
but
physical as far as the systematic of it all.
that's where they're at. That's where these people are at. You don't
Mm.
understand. They're cowards. They're not
Oh,
gonna come
trust
out.
me,
It's
I
like
understand.
they're not gonna come out. They're not gonna come out and deal with you. They're strategic cowards. They're not gonna come out and deal with you the way they should. They would rather you show yourself and then they'll make an example out of you. And then they'll find some way to pin it on a fall guy and say, this happened because of that guy. The whole time they've been behind it, and if you know, you know. That's how they operate.
Mm.
They don't want, because then if you get a certain face, you can prosecute them. You can persecute them. And the way you're
Right.
gonna persecute them, they're not gonna be able to do anything about it because it's gonna be too many people for them to even say the law. Because what's gonna happen if you gotta remember you got a bunch of brothers and sisters in the military. When they say, forget that, I'm not dealing with that no more, what's the consequences gonna be? You can't give them consequences, they're not gonna follow you because now you threatening their family. That involves their family somewhere down the line. And if they have any heart and soul, they're gonna just not let that happen. They're gonna handle this, whatever that means.
Mm.
And you're gonna have a lot of people and you're gonna have a lot of that happening. Why you think he said he don't want any he try to get the DEI crap. He try to DEI the military. He don't want us
Mm.
in there because he already know that he got to deal with troll, and he know what it is when it comes to that.
Hmm.
He know how he know how they know how they people is. So why would you take a chance with us if you know you that way?
Mm. That's
By
true.
by by nature, right? They
Hmm.
know the kind of people they are. So they're always gonna think ahead. We don't want anybody to do that. What we're doing to them, we don't want done to us.
Well, the thing is, we can look at how they do their own negotiations amongst each other, henceforth, how they're working with this Ukraine situation. And when they don't come to the agreements that they like, they try to strong arm each other. And so you look at that, example, and I believe that is what we should expect from the op. When
I
they don't
mean, but
get what they want, they strong arm the situation, and that's where we have a problem.
that's the problem though. That's
Can't
the
allow that
problem I'm
this
having.
time because we got our children and our babies and whatnot out here. And so we are not going to have to deal with our issues traditionally because they're not going to impose any kind of pain on our young babies and children. 'Cause that's when we're going to have
Yeah, they do.
an
They oppose it.
opposition.
They oppose it. They
Mhm.
sneakily do it. You don't hear about their kids killing our
Oh,
kids. You didn't hear
absolutely.
about that little boy, that little 8-year-old boy. I think he was like 8 or 9. And there's
Mm-mm.
two of the white kids he was playing with. They they pushed him in this thing by this pond by the construction site. He ended up drowning in that pond. And the mom tried
Wow.
to cover it up. Oh, they're doing this. They doing this on a lower level. This is not
Mm.
seen. They imposing on our younger. They don't
Mm.
care about our younger. All like
No,
our
they
younger
don't.
get in trouble, and you about 14, 15, they charge you like you a murderer, all kind of stuff. And then there might have
Well,
been a
this is
white
the
kid with him,
thing.
but that white kid didn't get in charge the same way that white kid going to juvie get juvie like that kid he 15, but he getting charged like an adult. He getting life. He not getting juvie like he getting life.
Right.
It
Treated as
happens.
an adult. This is the thing, though. Being that I'm not sure if those people were aware of what kind of world they actually live in, but when things like that happen, somebody need to smarten up. Now, the little boy's parents that, you know, pushed this kid to his death to have him drowned, their mother tried to cover it up. Where's this little boy's mother at? Why is our children always some damn way by their damn self?
That's the problem.
So it's a lot of
They've been
different
conditioned.
angles to come at these things. But
I
yeah,
mean,
it
I mean
starts
that
out with a systematic
that's
problem,
the
but at
bigger.
the end of
What
the
you said is the
day,
bigger part to it. That is
right,
the bigger
we
part
are
because
we are the masters of our own household. And when they decide to come after us in a certain way, a lot of that is self-inflicted at this time, because we are out here doing the most as a people. It's sickening where um, people's mentalities have led them to. They couldn't tell me anything. Uh, I certainly wouldn't take no advice from your average person. I was listening to one of the videos on Angie Stone, and she, peace be upon her soul, she talked about knowing that these people were trying to physically hurt her and her even more clinging on to her faith in her Jesus Christ and the turning of another cheek and just keep praying for them as they continue to kill her was very interesting because she said that out of her own mouth. So that's another construct, and I'm going to call the religion a construct.
yeah,
Let me
nah, that's
share
what it
this
is.
with you.
It's
Yeah.
their religion
Let's
is
take a moment.
constructed. It's structured. It's structured in a conniving way. So yeah,
hmm Let's take a moment for this video. Let's take a look at this video here. Let me see. Do I got it? I think it's here. No, that's not it. Hold on. Let here we go. Let me know if you can hear this.
Pope Francis has spent all night screaming at demons who are trying to drag him to hell. The Vatican has
I can hear
confirmed
it.
ADHD brought on by double pneumonia. But this battle pales in comparison, posed by the beclawed, soul-eating demons from hell. A spokes cardinal confirmed that the pontiff had to be sedated last night after screaming, "Get these evil bastards off of me!" as a portal to hell opened up at the end of his hospital bed. Sparking fears, the end is
This
near
is the
for the
vicar of
leader of
Christ
the
now.
Catholic Church.
This is the highest as y'all could go in that realm, and he is screaming out
Pope Francis
to be
has spent all
sedated.
night screaming at demons who are trying to drag him to hell. The Vatican
This
has
is Pope
confirmed
Francis.
88-year-old Francis remains in hospital battling kidney failure brought on by double pneumonia. But this battle fails in comparison, posed by the beclawed, soul-eating demons from hell. A spokes cardinal confirmed that the pontiff had to be sedated last night after screaming, "Get these evil bastards off of me!" as a portal to hell opened up at the end of his hospital bed. Sparking fears, the end is near for the leader of the Catholic Church. Pope Francis.
Wow. What a
About time.
time, man. Ain't that
About
something?
time. About time. I've been waiting for this for a long time. About
That
time.
was something, man.
Touching the kids and all of that stuff. About time, man.
Yo, letting them
It's about
go.
time.
Nobody, and him always showing up with a speech that sweeps whatever
And
they crime
how
they
old is
did
he?
under the rug, and
What is he like?
80
70 something,
something,
80 something? But that's when
80
but you got
something.
pay attention. If you
But
ever
he's
pay
been able
attention,
to be able to live. Hey, he's lived longer than my mother,
but no,
you
but this
know.
the thing. This the thing you gotta pay attention to with them. That I've paid attention to.
The demons.
The things that come for them, right? It don't come for them in a young age. It wait till they good and old. And
Mm,
the things come for them, right? Things that you can't see. Nobody can eat. Nobody can help them. The things that you see,
mm-hmm,
nobody can help these people at all.
mm, mm,
So the things that
mm,
the things that they see, we can't see them because they're put in a position where you will not be helped because the people you did, the things you did, the people, you
mm.
left them helpless. So now you're gonna be left helpless when nobody can help you. And it ain't gonna do nothing but add because now what they're gonna say is the man crazy, he going off. And maybe he really is
Mm.
seeing these things, but now you're gonna face a reality where they're gonna make it as if you're going off. You done lost your mind, you off your rocker, you're old, they're gonna probably put him in a mental ward or something.
Well, things kind of match up as even publicly. Can you imagine what we don't know? But even publicly, he's connected to enough to be seeing a couple of demons, a few.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
you can justify that, I would say. And that's just public knowledge. I have a book down here that's as thick as any double encyclopedia. It's called Eaters of Children, and it is about the entire Catholic Church and their eating of children and, the thing that they do. It literally is a book called Eaters of Children. It will take me a lifetime to read every page, but I intend on continuing to read that book for the rest of the time. Pages here and there,
EOCs,
it's incredible.
the
Eaters of
EOCs,
children.
EOCs.
Yeah, it's been going
Yeah.
on a long time.
That's why they just get moved around when they start they be touching kids and all kind of stuff. They just get moved around.
But the average person goes to jail.
Right. But you gotta remember what it is. They get away with all that because they got something to do with where the tax money go in the system. They on a higher bracket in the system. So because they on a higher bracket in the system, everything gets shoved under the rug, everything gets shush shush.
Mm,
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Because you gotta remember when they get two people get paid, all this tax money go to the Queen and the Pope. The Queen ain't allowed no more, so we don't know where it's going. The Pope still get his cut, making sure of
Mm-hmm.
that. So
That's
and
crazy.
we don't know where the rest of this money going. So we're paying. So even if you're religious
They
and you're
got
not
so
religious,
much money and property in that darn Catholic Church, y'all. And every place
that's
they
how they
got is
still they
massive. They
use.
got whole corners and blocks and
Yeah. So what they do is they try to use church so that way if you do something to them, you look like a bad person. While
mm,
behind the scene, they the ones doing all the crazy shit to the kids. So
mm-hmm,
put it this way, I'm not saying that it's justified, but we could only really imagine why some of these people shoot up the churches. Let's be
mm.
real. What happened that caused you to shoot up the church? Why did that boy? Did you touch that boy or something? And he shot up the fucking church. Excuse my French.
A lot of times that's what it is,
But
for
they got
real. It's
these people
nothing
deemed
to
as
it.
crazy. They got them deemed as crazy.
Mm.
So when some of these kids shoot up the school, were they touched?
I'm sure they want to evaluate it then to find out.
Were
But
they touched? I'm a believer that it gotta be a reason why something happened. People not just
oh,
gonna pick up and
absolutely.
have that amount of hate. You just gonna get up one day, you just hate everybody, and you just shoot up in school. And then what it
Mm-mm.
is some of this. So what they try to do, if you pay close attention, not only after the incident happened, they try to blame it on color, or they say the
Mm,
person was bullied.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes it may have been a little bit of that, but the major factor might have been that they were touched somewhere happening behind the scenes.
Mm,
Nobody talking about. And they may have had a problem with a kid or two, and it may be they got in a situation with that kid, and everything just starts pouring out from there. But getting in that situation with the kid was not the root of the problem. It was something way beyond that. It just took for that intervention to happen for it to come all
mm-hmm.
out. And they don't talk about that. They only talk about what happened at that moment. They don't talk about what led up to it.
Yeah, right. Where they learned such behavior.
No, they don't
Most
talk
of
about
them.
what
But
led up
there's
to
this
it.
actual thing, and it has to do with the choir boys that they were telling them the reason why they were doing that act to them was because it made their voices high. When you know that the choir boys had these extra higher,
That extra
they
pitch,
call them angelic voices and whatnot.
that extra
Yeah,
pitch, yeah.
that was their they try to put a science to it.
So
It wasn't their
they
sexual
try to feminize
deviance.
them.
Yeah, it wasn't their sexual deviance. It was that they were trying to make their voices high, like girls, I
That's not
guess.
a legitimate reason for that.
Sure ain't.
You physically entwined with somebody to get their vocals better. Nah,
Exactly. Wild,
that's not
right?
matching.
So did you say you ended up getting Indian food tonight? Not to be off
Yeah,
topic, I'm going
I
somewhere.
got some stuff from them. I drank some of their sodas and different things, but yeah, I
Have
got
you
some stuff.
tried their curry chickpeas? Did they have that?
Yeah, it's called dal or something like that, and
I believe so. I think that's like a common dish, but it's curry chickpeas.
yeah,
It usually is really good.
I like it with the potatoes in it. Yeah,
Mm,
it's alright.
yes.
I
I'm gonna
don't like
learn to
when it's
make
too
that. I gotta
spicy.
get my hands on
They make it too
some
spicy.
of the
I like
curry.
just a slight kick. I don't want it too. Indian curry is a little too spicy for me at times. I just need just a
Uh-huh.
kick.
It is spicy, but if you got that bread, what do they call it? Falafel.
If you got the what?
The bread they use called falafel. It kind of sucks up the pepper. When you
Ah,
eat the bread, it kind of like absorbs it into the bread. Yeah. I love
Yeah,
Indian
I'm
food.
like,
They
I
have
like Indian food, but they got too much. Some days they got too much spices and peppers
mm,
and curry for me.
yeah, they have something called like a orange chicken, where they make it in like this really it's like a barbecue grill, but it's like a closed pit grill, and they just be grilling the chicken in there. Oh my God, that chicken is so good. They call it orange chicken, but whatever the spice is, it's orange color.
Interesting.
Not
Yeah,
to be off
India is a
topic.
place where
Obviously, I haven't eaten my dinner yet. We're gonna
I take
wrap this up in a little while because it's dinner time. But yeah,
uh
no, we almost
India.
an hour in.
India is a place where I'm not all the way familiar with a lot of this stuff because some of the stuff I'm still trying to make sense of it because they
Yeah.
have different taste buds in there. It's how can I say it's a word I'm looking for. It's you gotta
So
have
there's a
that.
whole nother side that I haven't experienced yet of Indian food. I thought it
It's a
was
acquired taste. Yeah, there we go. It's a acquired taste when it comes to Indian food because you everything is not something that you're gonna like. Like I learned about the soda, I'm like, what the hell is this? You got human soda, and I'm like, no, this ain't gonna work. Not for me.
wow.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
acquired taste. I would say
Okay.
that much.
Yeah. Definitely an acquired taste. That and uh, what is it? Sushi type food. That's
I
definitely an
don't really
acquired
touch that
taste.
sushi.
I
Sushi,
don't, yeah, I
man.
don't mess with it at all. Not even the California rolls that everybody is like, oh, it's just a California roll. Yeah, okay. I
You
don't want
gotta be careful.
none.
Extra careful
Yeah.
with sushi because you don't know.
Now, especially now, because yeah, I don't even like eat shrimp or anything. I shut everything down. I used to eat crab legs, shrimp. I used to eat the whole crabs because I'm in Maryland. I'm in Maryland and I don't eat crabs. But when the first few years when I got here, I was going in on the crabs. And then all of a sudden, I would be like swelling up on my ankles and stuff like that. And I was like, the seafood is being tainted. It probably got too high mercury. I don't even really eat fish.
Mercury. Yeah, you
And
gotta
I love
careful. You in
fish.
America, you eating them. You eating fish in America that's been processed through farms and different things. So
I know. And they said that they were sending our chickens to China for freaking what? I do not know, but I was not happy about that. I was ready to stop eating that crap.
you gotta stop eating all that. Then gotta start getting
Gotta
with them
find a
plant
nice
based things.
form
You
of
gotta
protein because we need protein.
growing stuff in your yard or whatever the
Oh,
case
listen,
is.
I get my stuff from the Amish. They doing all the work.
Oh,
We
you
live
good
right next
then.
to
Just
a
gonna have to
farm.
go to the
Yeah,
Amish. You
absolutely.
good.
Yeah, we get our eggs and all of that stuff from there. But you still have to do your own thing, but at least we got a chicken source. Chicken, beef, sausage. They do pretty good. They do turkey bacon. That's organic. Everything is pretty good. Fresh break bread and stuff like that. But yeah, of course it's pricey, but no children.
I've got
That's
away from
time.
a
You just gotta
whole
worry
lot of
about
stuff,
feeding
man,
yourself
because
when you're me.
there's gonna come a time where ain't gonna be none of that, man. It's gonna have to be
Hmm.
the nature. You literally have to live off the fruits and the veggies, and
Yep.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot
I
of yeah.
suggest that everybody locate someone they know somewhere that has land. So, a friend of mine lucked up and they own a good amount of land out there in Georgia. So, for me, that's my headquarters. If anything to go down, we know to get there. So, I suggest that families start to coordinate with friends and family on some real shit. Like we like to get together and party, but let's get together and talk about how we can accommodate one another when shit hits the fan. And I believe it's going to eventually.
It already is.
Hmm. Well, there's talk of another mass sickness thing going on.
Of course, anything to create a distraction. He think he's making. They think they making progress. That's
Yet
what they think they doing.
people are
And they're
still
gonna get eventually
flocking
get tired, and
to.
then they're gonna start killing people, straight up loading guns and start shooting people. They're gonna get tired.
Sounds like a
The
movie,
kind of people that
definitely.
they are, the kind of people that we are dealing with, the opposition that we're dealing with, like I said, they're not even humans. For one, I said it. They're not humans. They don't have the hue we have, so they don't think like we think. They don't have that peaceful nature in them. They don't want to see anybody with anything. Anybody that has anything is a threat to them, and they're afraid to actually let other people have because they don't want to see people excel.
Mm,
Control is what makes them happy. Unless they're able to
mm,
control something where they can destroy it, they don't want it.
right.
So they're gonna get ruly, and when they start getting ruly, there's not gonna be any don't kill me, don't no, they're not thinking about that. They killing men, women, and kids. They're not thinking about that. So what we gotta do is we gotta bring the fight to them. And I hate to say it, but we're gonna have to go against this whole law thing and a lot of things. I don't care if they see us as murderers. I'm at that point. A whole lot of things is gonna have to happen, man, because they feel they're too comfortable in what they're trying to do. They're too comfortable. That means we ain't doing what we gotta do. We haven't been defending ourselves enough. They're too
Mm.
comfortable in that nature. They should not be that comfortable. They should be afraid to some extent. They should not be that comfortable.
Well, what they should have figured out by now is that no one's safe, not even them. Their
Oh yeah,
shit can
yeah, 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 yeah.
backfire just like anything else. And I believe we're going to start seeing a lot more of that in particular. So
That's why I
let's
learned how
just
to cook because
look at things from a different
it's
perspective.
gonna have to. But this
Mhm.
the crazy thing. The perspective that we supposed to look at it from, it's crumbled because what they don't seem to understand is this. You doing what you're doing with the money, right? So if you're doing what you're doing with the money, you take that away from the people, then everybody's gonna look at you. You're gonna be looked at. We're all gonna know you've taken the money from us and you have it. So then what value will the money have? People ain't gonna work no more. They're not gonna do anything. And then you ain't gonna be able to move them from where they at because you just stopped all the money. So even the people that you were paying in office, they probably not gonna want to do nothing. It's not gonna be about the money soon anymore. It's gonna be about people surviving, and they're gonna say, "Fuck the money." This is what got us here in the first place. Yeah, that very dollar you worked for, it end up povertizing you. I know it sounds crazy. It may not make sense. It may not sound like it makes sense, but it make all the sense in the world to me, sister. How you feel about what I just said?
Um, I am split down the middle because I know that there's certain things that would have to take place to tip that off, you know. And I am more leaning towards they have their tactics and we have ours. And so I'm not even at liberty to discuss what the tactics are, but they're not physical, but they're just as important and hold just as much weight as any oppression because see, I know that that's a mind construct, but there's a thing called possession of resources. That's what we need to worry about. And the thing about it is, we belong and are connected, however anybody wants to reason that into their life. But if you are a black-skinned person, there's some sort of connection to the continent. And right now, we all know that the race on Earth is to have possession of that continent. So the real plan is not even, we're just like a small little piece of it. But the real plan is to possess what's over there, right? By the time they go through the resources here, there's every other country, China, Russia, uh, all of Europe, Paris, France, they've been in Africa to the point where in South Africa, when they took their land back, they weren't happy about that. But there's a lot transpiring over there, as you know. You got what's going on in the Congo, Somalia, everywhere is heating up because they, the oppressor, is like a rabid dog over there,
They mad.
negotiating, yeah, negotiating with people that aren't business minded and they're too trustworthy of their oppressor, but they don't want to see them as their oppressor. So over there is the greatest fight because once they go through this, and it's already, and the Caribbean, the Chinese are already over there heavy.
Jamaica.
They own the ports, all of that. That's crazy. Jamaica sold them a port. See, these are the things like, and then we can't cry when they take control of their black ass over there in Jamaica.
Well, I've been voted Jamaicans off. I've been voted their ass off a long time ago. I hate to
It's a
say it,
lot
but I've
going
been
on
voting
over
them
there
off.
too, but they are like gatekeepers. They keep their people oppressed. It's the black folks that keep the people oppressed over there. They claim it's Great Britain and this, that, and the other, but like I said, they have the same story. They would have to do a civil war, and they've been avoiding it for so long as well, because Great Britain has his foot now on her neck, on their, on Jamaica's neck. Over here, they got their foot, is in the air on our neck. But we have one thing that a lot of other places don't have, and that is freedom to be able to create your own empire. Your life could change tomorrow if that's how you magnetize things into your life. We got to start going to war in those ways. The more we improve ourselves personally, the more they lose the war.
And they know that. That's why they
We
keep us
really got to
separated.
get our shit together. There ain't gonna be no way around it. We're not gonna oppressor our way out of getting our shit together. They're only gonna make us do what we have to do. And that's pretty much why a group of people goes through such turmoil in the first place. It's time for them to move position, whatever that is. But one thing I do know, we definitely got to start treating ourselves better so that we can get the respect. Not that we can get the respect, but like I say, who respects those that don't respect themselves? We're
Self.
not looking
Exactly.
for nobody, to respect us, but we're doing a bad job just because a lot of us have given up and we don't really give a fuck how they see us. But we can't do that because it's breaking down our own culture and families. Not giving a fuck comes back and haunts us, not them. That's what they want. So we have to refocus our eye on this oppressor. Who is it? Is it us giving them power to oppress us still? Because all we got to do is have a little bit of unity. We already got the money. We're just as, worthy financially as any other races in this country. Our our money talks as well, but it has to be unified. There's always going to be somebody that's going to disagree and they're not going to be along with the plan. So we say oppressor, oppressor, but we are individually fighting until we can come together.
Yeah, it's always gonna be that people don't want to come together because some of them love their oppressor and they love what their oppressor do, and them people
Too
we gonna
many
have to kill them.
different,
We gonna
yeah,
have to
it's
kill
too
them
many different perspectives, and they miss the biggest one, which is love. You know,
because they miss it because they don't love themselves. So if you can't expect somebody to love you or love others if they don't love themselves, and that's why
so
they
we
gotta go.
call right. We know that they have savage ways, but yet we've adopted those ways and turned them on ourselves. So what are we now?
Oppression, exactly, oppression.
So we
And
gotta
that's what I
deal with
always
that.
say, right? That's why I'm ready to leave the
Do
U.S.
you
because
know?
where I'm from,
Mhm.
it's a little less oppression. See, up here in the Virgin Islands,
Mm,
we're under the U.S. government, but in a different
mm,
aspect, meaning that motherfucker, I could drive outside in the Virgin Islands, I won't get harassed by the police and have to worry about brutality on that level. I can go where I want and I can shop and I don't got to worry about being called a nigger. I don't
mm,
different things on that level. So it's a
mm.
little more unity down there. Not saying people still don't get killed and different things of that nature, but it's a little more unified down there where I don't have to worry about being up here and damn looking at some of my black people knowing that they oppressed by the opposition and they can't realize that the opposition got them
They
oppressed. They
not
got them mad with we mad with each other about something that we
right.
ain't
I've
directly doing.
seen our people do that. They looking you up and down by what you got. Meanwhile, they never act like that with the oppressor.
And that's why I say they gotta go.
That
They're,
is
they're,
oppressive.
I look at you, I don't care about your color. Once you treat me how the oppressor treat me, your color goes out the window. Especially if I know you at an
Exactly.
age where you know better. Nah, you gotta go. You
Right.
and then this what makes an example. When you show the oppressor that you're willing to get rid of them and things that follow in their energy, they get really scared because they're like, damn, he ain't got nothing to lose. What? Damn, I'm wasting my time doing this with that person and that person.
See, and that's the thing. What we do know is that, throughout history, there's never been a time where they fought fair, you know. And so I would rather leave America before, gather
That's
my
why I keep
family and we
saying I'm
get
ready
the.
to go back where I come from.
You
It's
don't
U.S.
need a
territory.
passport to go where you are from, right?
It's U.S.
I wanna,
territory.
I
Guess
wanna
what?
go there.
I'd rather
Hey,
fight you
go
on them
there.
grounds because I know the people gonna fight.
Definitely, we need to link up and do a trip. Go. You could get yourself together, or whatever, and then start doing trips. Start taking the brothers and sisters over there, because that's still U.S. territory. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, you could still look. I know I definitely would like to go over there to some of the islands, St.
But you gotta
Vincent, any of
understand,
them.
we can't take everybody with us.
Oh no,
We
we
gotta
ain't
take
no, we ain't gonna do
people
that.
that
But there are
wanna
some people
wanna
that are
go.
gonna make it through. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna
the
have their
people
shit
that wanna
together.
go. Yeah, we not taking everybody with us.
The ones
This
that
ain't a
already got their shit together. So
yeah, what you said,
that's
sister.
all we can
Exactly
worry
what you
about.
said. The ones that
Yeah,
already got it together.
that's all we gotta worry about. There's always gonna be that thing, you know. And people are, it's up to
Cause
them.
that's
They
a
need to
place
wake up
down
and get
there
their shit
where
together.
you gonna get you gonna get reacquainted with the culture, and you gonna get reacquainted with the culture on a level where you gonna see they're gonna see a lot of rosters And a lot of rosters, they got that
That's great. I'm with
old
that, yo.
knowledge.
I'm ready to live like Ito. I really do. I love
Yeah.
Ito.
You be eating out of yaba pot, one of them clay pots. Man,
Mm,
I'm trying to tell you,
yes.
that's the next move you're gonna be
Off-grid
eating from.
type of thing. Some
You
fresh
ain't gonna be
water.
going to the
Like I just want.
grocery. You ain't gonna be going to the grocery like that to get your fruits. And if you do, the fruits are way better. You're gonna go right up in that
Mm,
tree and pick your fruits straight out the
mm,
tree. People
mm.
ain't gonna know what to do because a lot of people don't know
I'm
how to
old. I
climb.
ain't trying to climb no damn trees. I'm gonna pay some young people to get up there and get me some. That's why I gotta keep my money right, yo, because I'm older. I can't be doing all some of that
That
stuff for
tree keep you
myself. I gotta
fit
keep
though.
some younger
Climbing that tree
motherfuckers.
keep you fit. I know old
Yeah,
folks
that's
older than
true.
me that still can climb that damn tree. And I was looking at them like, damn.
Well,
They're
that's a
about
good hobby.
65
Like,
years old. He's still
yeah, if I
going up that
have to,
tree.
but I don't want to be a hungry bitch climbing no tree.
Nah, it gets you right.
Funny
And
though,
it's
that's Tanya
exercise too.
23 humor.
You know that, sister. Me climbing that tree is exercise.
Yeah,
It
it
works
sure
the
is.
muscles, all that. It's nature. You getting
Mhm.
acquainted with nature, nature exercising you.
I'm gonna still be on my stair stepper.
I tell you,
I I'd rather exercise on the beach. I'm not climbing no trees.
salt water. Yeah,
And
you know.
that's a chick got some rough ass feet. She climbing trees with them shits. But we see that's one thing about America. We spoil the
I
shit. We
like
get
that.
pedicures and all that. We gotta get our
I
toes
like somebody
did,
that's gonna get
our
up in that
nails
tree
did.
and climb
2
that tree.
weeks.
I love a sister go up in that tree. She climbed the tree. She got that fruit. I know. When she bring that fruit down, she give it to me. It's all love,
Her
cause she
ass
did it
would
out of
climb up and
love.
she bringing a couple of fruits down. She better
I
take
don't.
a bag with her up there, a whole sack,
Yeah,
a backpack.
that's what she gonna do. And she gonna hand me the bag. She gonna bring it back.
And
Guess
my
what?
old
I
ass
know
would
that
be
that
standing at
fruit
the
got all
bottom
that love
like,
in there.
let me hold that.
There's so much love in that fruit. She went up there. She went up there
Oh
and grabbed
yeah,
it.
oh
She ain't
my
go to the
God.
grocery
Could you
store. She ain't walk in the
imagine
grocery store and
a
bought me.
Caribbean
She went up in the
freaking
tree. That's
mango?
real love.
Oh my God. I'm just
That's
gonna get so
real
many
love.
mangoes and pineapples soon as I get there.
When
I could
somebody
live off
give you
mangoes,
fruits like that, they
pineapples,
love you.
and avocados.
Somebody give you fruits like that, sister, they love you.
Mm-hmm.
That's real love right there. When you can heal off of the fruits, somebody give it to you, and they ain't charging you an arm and a leg, they just give it to you. It was gifted to you.
Yes.
That's love right there.
Yeah,
Trying to tell you,
that's
man.
true. But yeah, that's how I feel about that situation. It's undecided yet. It can go a couple of different raggedy ass ways, but the one way I do know is like I said, people individually, because I'm definitely working on self. That's all I can really do, but that's all I want to do. You understand? And
Yeah.
every time I do that, things get better all around. And the people that are around me, it even extends to them, you know?
Trying to tell you, man.
Yeah, we gotta
It's
do right because there's
hard
some
out here.
funky shit going on. Yeah, people are a trip out here, man. Take just, or just take a trip through social media. You'll see it, all of the
I don't
craziness.
even do social. You
But
don't see
there's a
me on
lot of
social
good
media
going
like that.
on. There's a lot of good going
The reason
on.
I don't like it is because I've noticed I'm an 80s baby, but some 80s babies, they haven't found their way and they think social media is. And I'm like, man, if you don't care for social media, we
I know.
existed before this thing. Don't let this thing control you.
I
And
don't
I'll be
even
having
be
to
on
tell
that
them,
like
man,
that.
like,
I like to watch
the,
informational videos. That's what I like.
I do too.
I be creating content too, so there's no way I can
You get up on them in social media.
be
Yeah, it's
watching
that
all
kind
that
of
shit.
shit.
Yeah, hell no. I pretty much just
Nobody
look
wants to
at the
watch that crap.
informational
Not that
videos
kind of
like the one
party.
I just showed. What
Yeah,
was
you
there? It
sent
was
that to me.
another one.
I
Let
seen.
me
I just
see.
didn't
I
really
think
get a
I
chance
have
to.
one more that I wanted to share. Hold up. Let me see. It was something about the fight, Javante's fight.
Yeah,
That
I seen
didn't
the one you sent. I
pan
seen you
out too
sent
good
some.
for the brother. Let me see. Is that a video? No, I think Devontae's girlfriend was saying that
Mayweather
they
was
were
trying to
saying
get
that
with
he
her.
lost the fight. Yeah, here he goes. He lost the fight because he had this grease in his hair and the girl had
Oh, you made the
that.
remix. I seen that. Yeah, some grease in my. Yeah, I seen that. Wow, I saw when you sent that.
Yeah, that shit was too funny. Um, yeah, I can't find it now. What's going on?
That's
I
his
don't think I.
excuse.
Yeah, no, it ain't playing right
I
now.
mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you. He lost the fight to Tank.
I believe that's who it was.
I seen it coming because I'm not gonna keep it real with you. These new fighters, I'm not really a fan of them. They don't like.
I
They don't
know
move.
it's different.
The boxing is more about ego. It's more about ego now more than anything. You see how Muhammad Ali did it back in the days? He
See it?
more messed with the mental and boxing was more at its beginning of like being how it is commercialized now. So it's a little different as to
Hmm.
how like these cats they're trying to do that very thing that Muhammad Ali did. That's what I'm getting from it, and it's not working for him because
Yeah,
back
nah,
then when
they
Muhammad
not like
Ali did
Muhammad
it,
Ali.
when Muhammad Ali did it, it wasn't all about the money. That was just really
Right.
him. A
He
lot of
had
them
some
do it because they
principles, yeah.
have money.
Hmm.
It's a difference, but
Or
it's not
they
working
get
for them.
paid to go on the stage and do certain things. They
But
already
it's not
paid
working
before
for them.
they get up there. Yeah,
It ain't working for them.
crazy. Yeah,
People
so
not
this is
supporting
the
them in that way. I'm not.
if you can see the picture, this is the girl that did his hair. And that was how his hairstyle was. And he was talking about when he sweat, whatever she used in his hair was burning his eyes, and he might have blamed that on why he lost the fight instead of being a good sportsman. He's representing Baltimore, Maryland.
But as a boxer, that's the thing. The reason I go back to Muhammad Ali is because when he did it, how he did it, boxing was a thing. He kept his hair cut a certain kind of way. I'm gonna
Mm.
keep it real with you. I think he's too stylish, man, and it's not about that. It's not about style. Like you could have put your hair in a like in a you could have pulled your hair back and put it in a damn old man bun or have some wrap your hair up. Because when your hair is like that, you boxing, your hair tight. You probably just got that done the day before you went boxing. So you in the ring
Hmm.
fresh, your head fresh. He hit you in your head, all that fresh head, because you want some of them punches gonna land there.
Yeah, they make
Man, that's gonna
your
interrupt your game.
yeah, because your scalp that be hurting extra more.
It's gonna interrupt your game.
Mm-mm.
I had braids, man. I'm a whole man. And even when you got braids, you're gonna tap your hair a little bit because you don't want to scratch it. It hurts when you tap your head. So imagine a
Hmm.
punch. Imagine a
Mm-mm.
punch.
Yeah, I know. He was tearing his head up too.
I'm not. That's why I can't watch it. You coming on here. You say you a boxer, but you a boxer that don't have any. You don't have proper mannerism or character because okay, to me that's like in the sense you're kind of like belittling the sport because you coming out here in style. I'm not saying you can't come out here in style, but you got to limit that because you still got to perform, man.
Hmm.
They not coming out here to look at it. I mean, yeah, okay, the women coming out here to look at how you look, but they also want to see you kick ass. Guys are
Yeah,
not checking to see how you look. They coming to see
people
you
have
whoop
was betting
somebody's
money on
butt.
that doggone fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of money on the line. What? Playing
He know
around.
that. He know that.
Definitely.
He got excuses. He knows that. You can't do
Yeah.
that.
Do
That's
you
what
have
you get.
any last comments before we wrap it up?
No,
Let the people
sister.
know how they can, contact you, your Instagram pages and What you working on? Let us know.
Food Dude 11 on Instagram, and you can contact me at Rizzy Rider, RIZZY RIDAH 14 at gmail.com.
All right, thank you. And of course, you can contact me at Tonya23.com and also houseoftanya23 at gmail.com for any video clips that you would like to see played on the show and discussed. I'm starting to create a folder of them, and I like to focus on what's real and what's actually happening, and then talk and find a solution in a way that we can do things better moving forward. So I think that's a good process. And so if you can get those over to that Gmail, House of Tanya 23 at Gmail, that would be great. And you, of course, you get the credits, of course, for anything that you share that's aired on our show. And we're also taking um, some advertising, like if you have a business or you do music or something like that, we are definitely trying to run that information, and we're going to have a great deal because most of it's going to be free. And we only ask one thing, that you share and share and share our YouTube channel. And so, until the next time, we will see you again. Thank you, Brother Rizzy, for coming through once again. And let's see what's today, Monday. Hopefully, well, we'll play it by ear because you never know. Tomorrow's another day. We might have to jump back on here. You never know. So, on that note, peace and love to everybody.
Peace and love.
Peace. Brother Rizzy, I'll be hitting you up. We got to discuss this thing about this beat, this lovely beat. This beat is courtesy of Brother Rizzy. And is it playing? Let's see.
Yeah, it's playing.
You can hear it?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I hear it now. Yes, courtesy of Brother Rizzy. He makes his own beats, so we're going to be showcasing whatever he allows. Hey. Hey.
Thank you, sister.
That's right. So the next time we come on, we should have a full intro. And then we'll have the credits also there, so y'all know. All right. Peace.
Peace.